Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is SnipesKilly here, and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay video, and today we have AndoLaxbro playing on mines in his Object 430 version 2. Now this tank is probably, I think, a really good tank. It's a really good tank. It's got some pretty good armor, 120mm frontal hull armor, and amazing 248 turret armor. So this thing is pretty well armored, and it's pretty fast. Now we can see AndoLaxbro got into a very good position up here, getting in these bushes, trying to make sure that he doesn't get spotted, and he takes a little punt at that RU-251. Unfortunately, unable to land a hit on him, meaning that his team's going to have to put in an extra shell to make up for that little bit of a difference. But we can see that he's kind of surveying the situation. He's seeing, well, what's really going on right now? Well, really, they have the hill in turn right now. They got their RU-251 up there, who has pretty good gun depression. Probably not too good if they get really close up to the hill, like on Ando's team. And he's kind of like, okay, well, considering the situation isn't too bad at hill right now, he's going to decide to go the long way around and try and take on this M46 Patton, Tiger II, and the STA-1. And using this tank, it's going to be a very easy task. This thing has a very good gun, good penetration of 201, which is pretty much like the one on the T-54, and it's got some pretty good alpha of 320. Now another good thing that the Object 430 version 2 is very good at is side scraping. This thing has an amazing good side armor. Even though this armor isn't very thick, only at 80mm of armor on the side, it still does a very good job at side scraping. And considering that the turret is on the back of the tank instead of on the front, it means that you can angle like less while still having the good mobility of that turret to be able to swing it around the building without taking too much damage or without putting your tank into extreme risk. And because you have such good turret armor in this thing, it means that even if you do expose some of your hull and they try and shoot at your turret, you're more than likely going to be able to bounce them, unless of course they fire APCR. Now Ando's team, the T10s, made a very aggressive push right here against this Tiger II. And even with not too good a penetration of 201mm on the standard ammo, he's still able to go through the side armor, that little bit of space side armor on that Tiger II. Being able to put in a lot of damage there. Tiger II gets the first damaging shot on Ando here. He's probably not too happy about that. He wants to keep his hit points around as much as possible, considering he's going to have a lot of work to do. Considering the enemy team still has most of their tier 9s, and Ando has lost one tier 9 on his team. So the scores were even 4-4, but now it is 4-5. It seems like that J-Panther 2 is taking out more tanks than Ando could take out. Even though he's only got one kill, he did take out a very good light tank, the T-54 lightweight, driven by maybe not too much of an experienced player, but it's still a very good light tank to be taken out. And Ando is going to flank around this T-34-3. This guy, yeah, he's not the greatest player, and considering he does only have 175mm of pen, this tank is going to be able to just eat him unless the T-34-3 could get around the side of Ando, but unfortunately he's not able to. And Ando is just showing us the amazing capabilities of the Object 430 version 2. It's a very mobile tank, very low sleek profile, which means it's going to have a pretty decent camo rating when it comes to sneaking around ridge lines. Unfortunately, the only thing that, like the major common occurrence with Russian tanks is that they have no gun depression, which doesn't seem like too big of an issue on mines, considering this area over here is it's not extremely sloped, but it's still a little sloped. And with Ando, nice flanking maneuvers here. He took out the Tiger II, and now he's going to be able to take out this STA-1. Not too much of a threat, considering he did have the back of that tank. More tanks up ahead, though, are going to be the bigger threats, especially the T-30, the J-Panther 2, and the the Lorraine 40-ton. But Ando's sitting up nice high and mighty here. He's got 2 kills, 3,077 damage, probably a bit more here as he takes a nice hit on that J-Panther 2, and he's still got most of his hit points. which is a good thing. If you're in a good tier 9 medium like the Object 432, you want to pretty much keep all your hit points around during most of the game, considering there is still very dangerous tanks on the enemy team, like this Lorraine 40-ton, who decides to stop right out in the middle in front of Ando's very rapid-firing gun with very good alpha damage. And unfortunately, it looked like he missed that shot, but fortunately he did actually get a good shot in that Lorraine. But unfortunately, even though he's got 4,021 damage, the scores have been pulled back. It is now 11-12 in favor of the enemy team, and the base of Ando's base is going to be contested very heavily now. Now I can see in chat that the TVP VTU on Ando's team, a very good player, is just absolutely hammering on Ando. Absolutely hammering on him. He's like, "Cap, you stupid Object 432, cap, why wouldn't you cap?" And you know, I do somewhat agree with the TVP, but knowing Ando being a very good player as he is, there's no way he wants to cap. He wants to take these guys out with his amazing damage on this gun and very good sleek profile and good armor. Now mysteriously enough, the AMX-30 is not capping, which means that Ando's able to pull out, get a little bit of auto aim there, but is able to set him on fire. He's still got 54 hit points left, but oh no, that Lorraine 40-ton that Ando was not able to finish off got to the hill and is able to put in some shots into him here. This is not good for Ando. He's lost a lot of hit points now, down to half hit points, and he is the last person left on his team. He's done quite a bit though. He's got 3 kills, bounces off the Lorraine there. That's not a good thing to do. He's got 3 kills, 4,475 damage done, and he's blocked quite a bit of damage too. And this is when things go horribly, horribly wrong. Ando gets hit by the J Panther 2, nicely skids right by the Lorraine 40-ton, able to put in a nice shot there into him to finish him off. Now on to 4 kills, but oh no, the J Panther 2 is here. Having heat loaded was a good thing to do, Ando. Good job to you. He's able to put in another shot there to the J Panther 2 and is able to finish him off with a nice little angled clip right there on the little angled part of the front of the J Panther 2. Wow, that was a mouthful. He's done quite a very good job here. He's got 5,322 damage, and oh no. Wow, that 155 just got eaten by the tracks on this tank. And that's a good thing with this low profile tank that I also need to mention, is that if you do end up getting hit in the sides, sometimes the tracks will actually be able to eat most of that damage. And Ando very nearly kills himself just trying to get away from this T-30. He wants to be able to position himself to where he has the advantage and can control the engagement on this very dangerous T-30 with that 155, who's probably been firing APCR the entire game, considering we can see that down here he was firing APCR at Ando. So, what is Ando's next move? Well, he's only on 126 health. He's had a very good game, so even if he does lose at this point, I would be very satisfied with this game. 5,322 damage, 5 kills, and putting up just an amazing fight against all these enemy tanks. It would be enough for me to say, okay, you know, I could probably throw the game, but, you know, the satisfaction of winning is a lot better than the satisfaction of having, like, just the amazing result, but unfortunately losing. So Ando is kind of doing like a little scouting run here. He's performing a little bit of a scouting maneuver, trying to find out where this T-30 is going to be. And if he's not around here, which he is actually on the hill and does get spotted, then Ando wants to get over to this island to be able to defend base with a nice open area here, which means that he can get some pretty good shots if the T-30 tries to move down through that hill area, and he can get some pretty good damage on him. So Ando gets up here on the island. He gets spotted. Very strangely enough, he does not spot the T-30, but he does know where the T-30 is. So he gets into a nice position here, holding this rock in front of him to block from the T-30 in case he gets shot at. And then he backs up, and This is kind of a weird situation. He wants to be hidden. He does not want the T-30 to know where he is. And so what he's doing here, he's kind of looking to see if the T-30 might go back to his own base in case Ando tries to decide to cap, but it doesn't look like it. But the T-30 does know where Ando is, so Ando's got to be very careful here and see what he's got to work with. Now he does not get spotted, and the T-30 does not get spotted either, so oh, there we go. Ando saw that too. He saw that tree fall over, which means the T-30 is actually going for a capping run, which means he can get some very good side shots into this T-30 here before he makes it into the cap circle. And this is a good advantage to be able to pull off on this T-30. He wants to get this T-30 down on hit points so that he has plenty of time to take lots of shots at this guy and make sure that he doesn't have a lot of hit points left when it comes down to the final few minutes of this game. Nice shot there, Ando, getting a very sneaky shot into that turret of that tier 9 tank destroyer there. Only on 555 hit points, which means that he is a 2-shot for this amazing gun on the Object 430 version 2. Now, when I first saw this replay, I was like, okay, what is Ando really going to do right now? There's only one, it's a 1v1 situation. He's got 1:15 seconds to deal with this T-30, and I knew exactly what he was going to do, considering he is in a very mobile medium tank. He does not have a lot of hit points, and he doesn't want to go the whole way around the map. His only option is to go up through the middle of the map here, maybe go onto hill, try and use these bushes here as to his advantage, even though this tank doesn't get a lot of gun depression. That kind of made me stray away from that idea, so he's only really got one or two options. He can come to the middle, shoot the T-30, reset, maybe pull all the way around, go all the way around, get the final shot in without being detected by the T-30. He could probably even go all the way back and go around this little island here to get a back shot on the T-30 if the T-30 doesn't know that he's there. And right back to the beginning position he started off at, he's going to these bushes right here, which is a very good, strong tactic to use against this T-30. Luckily, the heat is able to go through that side armor there. T-30 might not have spaced armor, I might be a little bit wrong on that, but he's easily able to put that shot in, and now it's just a case of who shoots first. And this is going to be just an absolutely satisfying shot if he can get it through here. Nice little pullback here. T-30's aiming the wrong way, and he gets the final shot in for the 6,860. I said that wrong, but still 6,786 damage and 6 kills. What an amazing result in this tank. Such a beautiful tank and a very beautiful result in this game on mines. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this replay by AndoLaxbro in the Object 430 version 2. Quite an amazing tank, if I could say so myself. The hull armor, the turret armor, the mobility, and the gun all make for this tank to be an amazing tank. And very good job to Ando for being able to use his advantageous position on the island there to sneak all the way around up to this very good position, using that bush to take out the T-30 in base over there, who's probably very sad that he lost this battle, even though he put up a very good fight, and Ando was able to get a very good result here in his tank, being able to win this game and get the amazing damage and kills that he so wanted to get. So congratulations to you, Ando, on this amazing victory in a very beautiful tank, the Object 430 version 2. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-battle results screen of AndoLaxbro in his Object 430 version 2. An amazing result here, picking himself up a Mastery Badge, Defender, High Caliber, and also a Top Gun, as well as getting just a monstrous amount of damage, 6,786, nearly double the next person on his team, which is a T-30, probably using that 155 as well. And he picked up 1,509 base experience. I'm pretty sure this was undoubled, and that was not for premium account either. And finally, checking out the final results here, he blocked 1,490 damage, and unfortunately, even though he put up such a good fight, got a premium account with his nice little game here, he still lost 20,000 credits. But you know, having these kinds of games, it makes it totally worth it. Even if you do end up losing credits like that, it's still, I feel it's totally worth it. So, amazing result here by Ando in his 430 version 2. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for Ando sending this video in after seeing me in one of his battles and just saying, hey, I got a good replay, check it out. And I so loved this replay, such a good replay. And if you guys loved this replay as much as I did, be sure to give Ando a big thumbs up and tell me what you think about the Object 430 version 2. Why is it such a tank that no one really wants to get? Why do people never want to get this tank? It is such a very strong medium tank, very good mobility, armor, and gun performance, and it is just an amazing tank. That's all I can really say about it. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So take care, and I will see you later. Bye bye!